Well, 24 people have been confirmed dead after Tropical Storm Idai hit parts of eastern Zimbabwe. The storm swept away bridges, roads and homes overnight. Many people have been displaced. Now, the United Nations says over 100 people have died after 2 weeks of heavy rain and flooding in Mozambique and Malawi. Let's get you an update now on relief efforts in Zimbabwe following the effects of a Cyclone Idai. I'm joined on the line by our Zimbabwean correspondent, Pindai Dube. You know, Pindai, we were chatting a little bit earlier on and you were saying it's just complete chaos at this moment in time in Zimbabwe. And you're even speaking about the fact that we've got over 100 people that have gone missing as a result of the storm. What is the mood like right now in Zimbabwe?
Yes, thank you, Faith. The situation actually is critical in the eastern border towns, that's Chipinge and the Chimanimani, and the rural areas also. And what happened is that 24 people are confirmed dead by the government, and also over 100 people are missing. Bridges have collapsed, schools have collapsed, hospitals have collapsed, people are marooned. They are on islands, and we understand that several people are still stranded. They don't know what to do. Bridges have been swept away.
And what does this mean for relief efforts? If you're speaking about how bridges have been swept away, but in often cases when it comes to transporting any form of medical assistance or even any form of relief, we rely on those very same bridges as well as roads that have been made clear.
Yes, what you understand is that the government has sent the Zimbabwe National Army, the soldiers, to start the rescuing mission today because it seems it has taken them by surprise. They were not prepared because we understand today that that's when they started sending the rescue teams. And what you understand also, the international agents are trying to help, sending medicine, sending body bags, sending other equipment which is needed in the Manicaland. That's the most hit is Chimanimani district and also Chipinge.
And then on the other side of it, I mean, it's looking at those individuals that have been displaced, who've lost their homes as a result of this storm. So in that event, has the government prepared any form of, security or any form of safe houses where the individuals that have been displaced and the families that have been displaced as a result of the storm can actually be kept?
Right. As I mentioned, Faith, this thing has taken them by surprise. But what I understand is that some people right now are staying in church, in a Catholic church that's in Chipinge, Chimanimani, and also in Chipinge we had people are staying at some hotel. People are stranded. The government is starting to act now. It started to act today, so that's why I'm saying people are just looking for a safer place themselves. Some staying at a hotel in Chimanimani, they are just looking somewhere in the mountains away from the flood.
When you're saying that, government was slow to react, or they're only reacting now because it appears as though they were not prepared for this, when the cyclone was about to hit, I mean, I'm just looking at it from the South African context, it was said on often cases in the news that this is going to be anticipated, even though the cyclone is hitting Mozambique, but other parts, obviously, of the SADC region will be affected. So did the government not believe that the storm was going to have the devastating effects that it has had on Zimbabwe? And also, as a result of that, how do they then mitigate the loss which will be incurred as a result of the magnitude of the storm?
What happened, the Faith, from the look of things, the government of Zimbabwe thought this cyclone will only end in Mozambique. But that's why I mentioned that it has taken them by surprise. It has come heavily hit on the two districts. And they started acting today, actually. So they're not prepared much, because I was talking to another government official and an analyst. They said they should have warned the people that there will be serious cyclone, so they should have evacuated. People should have moved from those areas, but it seems that didn't happen, and people are just stranded.
In the event where we do see a storm of this nature, I mean, this is as a result of natural disasters, correct? So when it's issues around natural disasters, is there a contingency plan to deal with the aftermath of such disasters from a government perspective? As you're saying that when it comes to preparing for the cyclone itself, it seems as though they've fallen short. But dealing with the aftermath is going to be something that is economically taxing, I can imagine, on both government as well as its citizens. So the aftermath of it, have they thought about it, communicated rather, in terms of how exactly they'll start implementing those measures to deal with the aftermath of this storm?
Yeah, usually the Zimbabwe government is what is called a civil protection unit, because last time when we had floods in the Matabeleland area, that's western Zimbabwe, they sent what called the CPU. I think they will act, the aftermath, we are going to see people being helped by this CPU.
Well, Pindai, I do hope that you can also stay warm, stay safe, and I'm sure we'll be crossing to you as we start finding out more information regarding that cyclone Idai.